Alright, so let me have your comments on our Facebook page, facebook.com/SkyFM96.7, or just send me your text message or WhatsApp message on 0200200967. Larry Moses, tomorrow is your birthday, and the entire Sky FM crew, we are wishing you a happy birthday in advance. I know definitely you'll be in town. We are doing the listen all the way in the Ashanti region via our app on Google Play Store as well as your App Store. So if you're using a smartphone, it's time for you to drop that and just get a smartphone, okay? When you get a smartphone, just go straight to your Google Play Store, Now of the dancing in the studio, I can see Barbara Chua nodding her head and shaking. What even prompted her to start the foundation altogether? Because you have good morning.
Good. It's Friday.
It's Friday. I love your shirt and the way you are smiling all over. What is the secret?
Life is good.
Life is good. Some people are chilling though. So what's up tonight? Somebody here at Sky FM wants to be taken out. He's very quiet and then the indoor type. So what's up with you tonight? Friday. What are you doing tonight?
I'm learning.
Learning. Need some recipe for cooking or learning.
I have exams tomorrow, so I'm learning.
Oh, okay. Then we will let you be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe after exam.
After exam. She's going to write 1+1. Exam is so cool for you. Let's get to know you. If somebody wants to know AKOSUA, who is she?
She's a very pretty girl.
That one is obvious, and nobody will dispute that fact. Also, I can see my guys at the production room, somebody like KKB. KKB will never want to let you go.
Yeah,
he said he fell in love with you.
His love.
Just then, he said he's madly in love with you. At just the sight of you. KKB, also at TSAY, so you have no other issue. So you are a pretty girl, continue for me.
I'm a civil engineer, and I founded Endometriosis Awareness and Research
Foundation. Something small about you. What prompted you to start this foundation, the Endometriosis Foundation?
It's because of my own personal experience.
Okay.
It got to a point, I just asked myself, so what do I do to get out of this condition? And it looked like there were no answers. So I said, okay, this is quite complicated because the process I went through before it was diagnosed, it was quite scary. So I told myself, I have to let other people know about it. So that was the motivation. I was my own motivation. And I got some 2 friends together. Somewhere December 2014, I discussed it with them, and they were like, "Yeah, it's cool. So let's let's form the organization. They would help." So we formed a WhatsApp group, and I also discussed with other people, and I got more people coming on board. So when I started, somewhere in February, I had about 2 people in addition to the 3 of us. There were 5. And in March 2015, one of them is called Fred. He's in Accra.
Okay.
He went to register the organization. And mainly, we started with Facebook. So we're sending messages on Facebook, creating the awareness. And he also brought someone, a lady doctor, who is on training in Ukraine. She's called Teresa. She also came on board to join. And we started.
So if I heard you what you said, that means you are somebody diagnosed with a condition, endometriosis.
Yeah, I've been living with it for 4 years now.
4 years now. How did it all start with the condition?
I started my menstrual cycle in '99. I was 13 years. It was very normal. No pains, nothing. Up until 2005, when I entered the university. Then it changed. The cycle changed. That was when I went to do some bad things.
Bad things.
So, I had a boyfriend and the rest continued. So.
Okay. Those ones?
Yeah, those ones. So I told myself, is God punishing me for what I did? Because I didn't understand. And it was very severe. The first pain I had, I couldn't do anything. I was bedridden for like 2-3 days. I couldn't go for lectures, nothing. So I thought, what is this? I didn't understand. Then the following month, the pain aggravated. So it wasn't as if it was lessening, it was rather increasing. So that was how it became. But then, I knew other people too had their menses with pain. But the funny thing is, I didn't start my menses with pain. But along the way, it just changed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it started. And my parents saw me going through that pain. And it was accompanied with vomiting, nausea, constipation, sometimes diarrhea. It was a whole lot. But I didn't even want to be on any pain medication because there was this idea I had that if I get myself onto pain medication, it means that every month I have to be on pain medication. So I was just bearing the pain every month.
From your first year in university?
2005. That was when my menstrual cycle changed.
Okay, and what happened next after you identified that, okay, you are going through pains, severe pains? And
I didn't do anything about it.
So you were
every
just
month
enjoying?
I was just enjoying the pain.
Wow.
So it was in 2012, somewhere September, that I started feeling heavy. When I eat, I quickly get satisfied.
Okay.
Very little, but then I feel very full. Though I'll feel hungry, but then I'm full.
Okay. This is
weird.
Sense.
Yeah, it's weird. So I called my uncle, he's a doctor, and I complained that I feel very heavy quickly, and then I easily get tired. The little thing I do, I get tired. And where I was working to, it was a construction site, so I had to always be going to the field. And it was quite difficult for me. So he said I shouldn't worry, I should calm down. He will get me a gynecologist in Konfanochi. So I started seeing the gynecologist from September. And we did all the necessary scan, we started with the pelvic examination, then ultrasound scan. I did some at Konfanochi. He referred me to other laboratories to go and do those scans. And then the ultimate was to do a CT scan. And there is a little history to that CT scan. They have to color your insides. It has to come violet so that the machine can be able to pick the organs to see what actually is going on. So they fill the bottle, and the 1.5 liter Baltic bottle. Two of them with some medicine. And it was quite difficult taking. I had to drink everything inside.
The 2 bottles, you have to drink everything?
Yes. And the medicine had some scent and the taste. It wasn't good. So I was able to take the first one, like throwing up. I tried taking the second bottle, but then they had marked on the bottle up to a level where I would stop. And then when they are ready to call me in, I'll continue taking it. So I took it. When I was almost getting to the mark, my tummy started making some noise. I knew that everything I had drunk, it was going to come out. And before I could say Jack, I threw everything out. So when the guy called me to come into the lab, I went and then I told him, boss, I had thrown everything out. And he said, oh, don't worry. What you have, that's why we marked on the bottle so that you can take the rest in. I went through the machine, did all the scan, took the results to the doctor in Konfanochi, and they looked at it. They referred me to another doctor to take that same results to him. Prior to that, I had done other lab tests, blood and other tests. So I took the scan results to the doctor. He was somewhere on the road to in Kumasi, Santas roundabout. He has his office located along that road. So I went to see him. Then he also called the doctor. So I was getting a bit worried because I was like, why? What is actually going on? he gave me back the results to go and see the doctor. So when I got there, then he put me in some room and he called my uncle to come. So they all sat me down and they told me that I shouldn't worry, I should calm down. They are just going to tell me something. It actually doesn't mean I have whatever condition they are going to tell me. So I was actually worried. Then they said, you have ovarian cancer. From the test that they've conducted so far and the CT scan, it looks like I have ovarian cancer.
Okay.
And that if I have it, I'm in my last stages. I was like, ooh, so how many months do I have to live?
Okay.
And I mean, he also said that there is something odd about that.
Okay.
That my body weight doesn't correlate to the test results. So that is something we also have to figure out. But everything shows that it's the symptoms and everything they are seeing points to ovarian cancer. And it was my worst day. I cried all the way to the house to work. So they said they have to have a surgery. So I was taken in November, somewhere in November, the last week in November. And it actually put a stress on me and then on my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, they were really worried because I hardly get sick. I don't even get malaria.
Okay.
Because I am AS, so
Yeah.
I hardly get malaria. So my mom was like, AKOSUA, what have you brought to the family? You get sick and now we have to go and do a surgery. We hope it's nothing serious. I said, I also don't know what it is. So I had the surgery. They did the pathology test. They brought the results. In about 3 days when I was almost recovered, the doctor sat by me and said, we thank God, you don't have ovarian cancer.
Okay.
But then you have something called endometriosis.
Was that the first time you heard that word?
Yeah. Actually, the doctor was sitting by me with his tablet and we're all reading about the condition. So it tells you that it wasn't even something they themselves they were anticipating.
Okay.
Yeah. All they thought was the cancer. So they were just going to confirm and be sure whether it was the ovarian cancer. And it came out that it was the endometriosis. And then during the surgery too, he said the internal organs, my intestines, the uterus, the fallopian tube, the ovaries, they had all clumped together. They were all stuck together. That's why I was going through that kind of pain.
Okay.
And so he had to take his time to separate them into their various locations.
Okay.
And then he also had to drain some amount of fluid from my body, about 2.5 liters.
Wow.
As I sit here now, I can tell you that I've drained more than 20 liters of fluid from my system, but I'm managing.
Hold on for me, we'll come back and continue with the discussion. Just tune in, you are here with me on Sky 96.7. This is 60 minutes and today being Friday, we do our Social Friday discussion. We're taking it light. We are putting the spotlight on our sister, AKOSUA AKOSUA. And this morning, she's sharing her experience with us, how it all started. A condition called endometriosis. Maybe most of you don't know this health complication, but it is a nightmare for a lot of women. A lot of you go through these pains during your time of the month. Talk about the time that you have your menses. And maybe when you have it, it may seem normal to you. You take these painkillers and you think that is the end. But maybe there could be more to it. How well do you know your body? And what are you doing about it? If you don't know, maybe you get more answers here on Sky 96.7. My name is Kofi Oponasama. Now let's cross over to AKOSUA and find out more about her. Now the surgery has been done.
Yeah.
You are kind of a little bit relieved because one way or the other you are not having the ovarian cancer.
No, I wasn't relieved.
Tell me, after they told you you had the cancer and now you are going back home, you cried all the way to the house. What were some of the afterthoughts? Am I going to die? Those kind of things.
Oh, I told myself, okay, if I'm in the last stages, I'll start doing the things maybe I've always longed to do. So many thoughts were going through my mind.
Can you share some of them with us?
I mean, I was sad. I didn't know what to do because I'm the only girl in the family.
Okay.
I have 4 brothers. I mean, I just couldn't comprehend. I mean, I was so
Going through those trauma that you had.
What is all this? You know, I was like, what is all this?
Now, thanks be to God, you were okay, a little bit okay when the news was given to you that, okay, this time around you're not having this condition, but then it is rather endometriosis.
I wasn't okay.
Okay.
I wasn't okay because I'm quite curious, so I had to also read about it. And when I read about it, somewhere I thought maybe I should have just been diagnosed of the cancer, because at least that one you have a time to die, and you just die and go.
How do you want to die?
Yeah, but to live with something which is chronic, you never be cured of it. And
Okay.
something that maybe within some period, it can just knock you off.
Hmm.
I mean, I went that crazy, I would say in quotes, because I was like, I mean, what is all this? Just confronted with this thing. So I asked the doctor so many questions. And then he said he was going to put me on some medication. It's called danazol. And that one, it can deepen your voice. You can start growing hair in some places because it has to reduce the estrogen level.
Okay.
Because the endometriosis, they feed off the estrogen. So if your estrogen level is high, then it feeds it. So then you get that pain. But then if the estrogen level is reduced, you reduce the activity of the endometriosis.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they put us on medication.
Medication.
So based on the stage and then the level of the endometriosis in your system, the locations. Because it's from minimal to severe. And the minimal to severe means the minimal, you have some light lesions, implants, but the severe, you have deep implants of the endometriosis, and they are in so many locations.
Okay.
So unfortunately for me, I am confronted with all the effects of the endometriosis.
All of them?
Most of them. I have the build-up of the fluid. I have pains during my menstruation.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to use the washroom, I have pains. So it means that I have some located in the intestines, I have some in the fallopian tube, I have some in the ovaries. So recently, no, even somewhere in 2013, when I started doing more tests, then they even found out that there is some fluid also built up around the lungs. That one, I don't worry about it. I just try not to even think about it. They call it pleural effusion, or whatever their term is.
How old are you now?
I'll be 30 years in September.
30 years in September, and you've been battling with this condition for how many years?
For 4 years.
4 years. Ah,
It means
okay.
that it was there
But you didn't know?
somewhere in 2005. That's when my menses changed.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means it had been there all the while, but then I didn't know. Maybe if I had seen it earlier, it might not have been this extent or something.
How have you been coping after now the diagnosis were done? You've gone through the surgery, you've been told, okay, now it is endometriosis. You've read about it. From 2010, 2011, 2012, you did all the tests, 2013. 2014, you decided to set up this foundation to also make people aware of what you want to do. How have you been coping with the pains and everything? You used to go through the pains?
Yeah, I do. I decided to do it because, I realized the doctors don't even have much idea. That's in my opinion. That's
Okay.
how I felt.
Okay.
Yeah. And the treatment options too, because I told myself I want to get rid of this condition, and it looks like there is nothing you can do. So it's either they give you the pain medication, that is not going to solve my problem for me. Do you get it? Because I have the pain, I have the fluid building up. I feel some infertility issues. I mean,
Okay.
the condition has presented itself with the infertility in my case.
So that means you can't give birth?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Yes.
Unless you do an IV or something of that sort?
Yes. I have even done it before and it didn't work. So I just told myself, come on, we need to talk about it. You get it?
Okay.
I even started seeing Dr. Nyaji in 2013 at Leicester Hospital.
Okay.
Because I heard him talking about it somewhere in March 2013. And I said, okay, maybe this doctor might have some idea and how to treat it. So I started going to see him. And you see, they are all thinking about, okay, you are young, and this is how severe your condition is. Let's try and help you, or let's let you have kids. So it's like all the attention on you having a kid. And I'm telling myself, okay, if someone is younger than me and is going through the same condition, the person is not looking for a baby. Maybe she is also presented with my same issue.
Okay.
So it means the person needs something else to get over this condition. So it is not about trying to solve the infertility, but how to manage the whole thing. And now there is no known cure. And the kind of medication that they give you right now, they put me on the Zoladex, because I told the doctor I wasn't going to take the Danazol.
Okay.
And the Danazol, you cannot even get it in the country. So we had to even order it from the US. We bought it as at 2012. It was about 1,005 Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis.
Yes.
As at 2012.
Yeah. And that money was quite huge at that time. So we had to buy, we ordered for it, but then I kept reading about the side effects, and I told the doctor I wasn't going to take this medicine. So though I still have it in my thing somewhere, but I told him I'm not going to put myself through this kind of treatment by being on this medication. So it was Dr. Nyaji who gave me, prescribed the Zoladex for me. And that one too, it puts you on some sort of artificial menopause because it has to reduce the estrogen level. So when you are put on it, you don't menstruate.
And for how long have you been taking that medication?
That medication, you are supposed to take it for 6 months.
6 months?
Yes, because it also has some side effects. It weakens your bones.
Continuously 6 months?
No, like you take it for 6 months, then you stop.
You stop?
Yes.
For how long have you taken it?
I've turned myself into a doctor. I just decided to sometimes take myself off it because of its side effects. So I take it for continuous 6 months, and then I stop. And I go through the build-up of the fluid, then I go and drain. And the doctors will be like, AKOSUA, you are very stubborn. I'm like, yeah, but I don't also want to weaken my bones. Then they put me back on the medication. Because it's like, if you take yourself off any medication that they prescribe for you, the condition will recur.
Alright, if you just tuned in, you are here with us on Sky 96.7, talking to AKOSUA, getting to know her personally, getting to her personal life, all the issues she has been through from the time she was diagnosed of this condition, endometriosis, the silent killer, silent nightmare of ladies for so many years. She didn't know until somewhere 2012, 2013 when she made all these diagnoses and she got to know this was her condition. Trying to find out how life after this diagnosis has been. I'm presuming that you were in any relationship or in a relationship before, kind of a boyfriend or something of that sort, before even this diagnosis came to place. Because you said if you did something in the university that you thought God was punishing you. So were you in any relationship all this while when you were going through the diagnosis and all those processes? Or did you have a boyfriend?
I was married.
Oh, okay. How did he take it when you told him? I guess you told him that this is the condition now.
You know, I think I myself, I have now even come to understand and accept whatever I am going through.
Okay.
Because I always felt guilty that I'm putting the person through so much stress. And you need some kind of emotional support. Because if you don't really understand what is going on, you might think, oh, probably you've done something and this condition has presented itself. But with my interaction with the doctors, they tell me once you are in your reproductive age, once you are a woman, once you are menstruating, you are at risk of developing this condition. So for me, for 4 years now, it's even like just yesterday or 2 days ago, that I have been able to accept that this is what I am confronted with. And so, I mean, I have to manage it. I didn't do anything. So psychologically, I am also now psyching myself that, I mean, this is what life has presented me with. So I have to find ways of dealing with it.
You said you were married. Okay. How's the relationship now?
We are not together anymore.
Because of the condition?
No, I don't know.
But you're not together anymore?
Yes.
Alright, you made mention of one thing that this condition also came in its own effect, which is your inability to conceive. I don't know. How true is this one?
That's what the condition has presented me with. I mean, you see, people who are going through this condition, 2/3 of them are able to give birth.
Okay.
Yeah. The 1/3 are always suffering from this infertility. Not that you are infertile, but it is the condition that has presented the infertility. So then the doctors would have to find ways of going around it and helping you have a child. So some of them are assisted. They are successful. So it depends on the severity of your case. So mine, because of the build-up of the fluid, it's interfering with it. And I think it has also caused some lesions on the ovaries and then the fallopian tube. So
okay.
It also poses a little problem. But for now, maybe I might look at adoption or something.
She's thinking of adopting a baby. Let's see what happens afterwards. I don't know how you said yours is that severe.
Yeah.
Getting to that. So how do you manage getting to that time of the month?
I'm put on pain medication.
Okay.
Yeah. Because though I'm on the Zoladex, you're supposed to be taking it every month. So if you don't take it, and then your menses come, it means you have to go through the pain. So if I'm not on the Zoladex doesn't make me menstruate. But then if I'm off the Zoladex, then it means that I have to be on the pain medication, and then I take Diclo,
okay.
75 milligrams. And the pain starts like 3 days before. So I take it when I start feeling the signs. I start taking the Diclo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a doctor who prescribed it for me, the 75 milligram. And once I take it, I don't really go through the pain. And the pain, it's irritating. You get it?
Okay.
The pain, it's painful and it's irritating. That's how the pain is. I can't describe it because I can feel it around my neck, my waist, my insides. And you cannot really pinpoint where it is. So
that terrible.
It is that terrible.
There's something I wouldn't wish any young lady out there listening to me now to go through, but this is the challenge she has now accepted that is going to be part of her for the rest of her life. Unless maybe she's somebody who believes in miracles. Do you believe in miracles?
You know, it got to a point I stopped praying.
Why?
Because I told God, why is He making me go through this pain? I remember sometime before I even got to know of the condition at church, one of our group studies, I told them that the kind of pain I go through during my menses. And someone, the way the person looked at me was like, I'm sure in his mind is like, yeah, thinking of serious issues. You're here talking about the pain you go through during menstruation.
Okay. So
that same group, when I was diagnosed of the condition, I went back to them to tell them that the pain that I was going through, and I told you people to pray to God about it for me, this is what it has presented me with. So it's not as if I was just there talking about the pain.
Okay.
It was actually leading to something which I didn't even have an idea. So sometimes I stop praying. Sometimes I get angry, I get frustrated, I cry, I say I won't pray, whatever will happen should happen. Sometimes I wish I could just stand in front of a car and just be locked up. I mean, those are some of the times when you are just going crazy. So, I mean, this NGO, it's not just for the girls and the women. You need that support, and it has been my family. My family has really been very supportive. I mean, it got to a point I wanted to go and just clear everything, my womb, my the ovaries, the fallopian, just take everything out, because I read that it was also a way of getting rid of it. But the catch is, if you are not careful, it will still come back again, even if you take all these organs out. And recently, they are saying if you are below 50, research that they've done is if you are below 50 and you go in for that option, you also increase your risks to heart diseases. So it means that I have to just bear
two troubles.
So if I'm going to take everything out and it might still recur, which I don't know, and it's also going to increase my risk to heart diseases, then let me just keep it inside. And then, because the estrogen is what drives women.
Yeah.
Yes, it's our main hormonal support. So if you are going to take everything out, it means that you are putting yourself into another state.
Are you able to have sex? Because per the conditions that you've just narrated to me, that means even going through that activity may be that severe to you. Are you able to do it?
Yeah, my first time of having sex, I was quite curious. When I had it with my first boyfriend, I was like, so this is all there was to sex. It was painful. I didn't know about it.
Okay.
And subsequently, it's been painful. So it was up until they diagnosed the condition and I realized, oh, okay, so it also presents with painful sex. So actually, I used to tell people that for me, sex is not something I yearn for. I mean, people, the way people would describe sex and all, like you would feel for it. Naturally, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
You would have the feel for it. But when I think of the pain I would have to go through for just that 10 to 18 minutes or 1 hour, I mean, I would rather
stay away.
Yeah, forget about it. And then, not that I haven't had sex before, I have had it, but I mean, it hasn't been pleasant most of the time.
So after the diagnosis, was it still presenting that severe challenge whenever you engage conjugally?
Yeah.
So you stopped?
Yeah, I hardly do it.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want to put myself through it.
In the next 2 minutes, I'll be activating my phone line for you to call and also be part of the show. And maybe there is something that you would want to tell us to start. There is something that you want to say. You don't know what is out there. You are married. You have young girls growing up. Now these girls are having their cycle menses as early as 10 years, 11 years, even 9 years. You don't know what challenges pose, what threats are out there for these young ones. So it's better you take that precaution now, rather for you to get to that extreme level where you can't do anything about it for your daughter. And trust me, she's going to blame you because you could have done something about it. Because we have information now about this condition. Don't sit there and let's get to a certain level. How did you manage? Because what you told me, financially, that these drugs are very expensive. Yeah. And you're just one person, young girl. How did you manage all the finances, buying the drugs and everything?
Fortunately, I work.
Okay.
Yeah. So I pay it myself. Sometimes some friends do help me. I tell them when I'm going to the hospital I don't have money and I have to go and maybe go for the injection. And this is what I have. So can you just support me? Yeah, so sometimes I tell some friends that know about my condition and then they help.
Let me go on the phone lines and talk to some of our callers and find out what they also think and see what they've learned today. 0352192726. You've heard a lot this morning from the founder of the Endometriosis Awareness and Research Foundation, EARF Ghana, and today we've gone deep into her life. You've heard it all, with the pains that she is going through and the pains she has also gone through, because I think the pains are still there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. So you say bye-bye to this world, you're going to go through all this. I think I have my first caller on the line. Let's see if this caller will be able to talk to us. Yep. Hello, good morning. Hello. Sorry, the caller couldn't stay on the line. Do call back. 0352192726. My phone line is active now. Call and let me also have what you want to say, what you've learned so far. If there are any words of encouragement you would want to give to our sister. Now she is being the beacon for all those that don't even know they have this condition. Hello, good morning. Please your name and your location. Nana, okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was able to get to the something of this story, but I'm very, very touched with the pains the lady is going through. I don't know what was it to happen. I think that there should be some sort of help for her so that she can go through some sort of surgery for her to enjoy life in this world. I think she's going through a lot of we must come together in so many ways for her to some comfortable life here in the year of come. I'm praying for her. I'm very praying. Everyone will join hands with me who the same way I'm going. Thank you.
All right, and I thank you very much for calling. 0352192726. Let me also find out from you what have you heard this morning, what have you learned from it. What are you also going to do to support your wife, your children, your sister, anybody in your family? I don't know how severe, even if you're a woman listening to me, a lady listening to me this morning, how severe is your menstrual cycle? Let me find out from you. Hello, good morning. Yeah, please your name and your location. Stephen in Soko. Stephen, go ahead for me.
Oh God, it is too much if I listen. And there is she's not a photograph. So I can't stop very much for practicing a class for all those kind of activities. And I'm very sure I will try everything that she will experience. So I can't get so much and she should go all over the country to educate people about this kind of activities. So I can't get so much. And they don't get so much. But I've said a lot what I've said. Take my time to do all this kind of things. I bought a lot of dress for her in school. Okay. But my son the best move good girl, and I think the brand that she has described, I know very much that we don't have her so much, so thank you so much.
All right. Okay, Stephen, thank you very much for calling. But Stephen, after the show, get in touch with her. Maybe there will be a way forward to also support your sister because the drugs are very expensive. And I don't know where. I said after the show, you can also get in touch with her, join the foundation, and then let's all campaign together. I'll put every information out there after the discussion. All right. Okay. All right. 0352192726. You can also pick it up and then let's see. 0352192726. Let me find out from you your call. What do you have to say? 0352192726. What do you also have to say? Very soon, I'll be bringing my Social Friday discussion to an end. 0352192726. That's the number you can call and also be part of the show. You can also send us a text message on 0200-200-967, 0200-200-967. 967 0200 200 967. That's for text messages and WhatsApp message. In case you want to call, it's 0352192726. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Please, your name and your location. Esther calling from? Esther, please, where are you calling from? Esther, your line is very bad. If you can position yourself well for me and talk to me. Yes, okay, it's better now. Esther, too bad, I've lost Esther on the line. Esther, please call back again. I would love to hear what you also want to say. Hello, good morning. Please, your name and your location. Your name again? Sarah from Kotokrom. Okay, Sarah, let me hear you.
Not from why organization.
Sarah, I couldn't get your question well. If you can repeat it again for me. Calls and then I'll say bye-bye to you on the phone lines there. 0352192726. Let me also hear from you what you have to say. Esther, I couldn't get you again on the line. I will be very, very happy if you call back and share your experience with me. The ladies out there, what are you doing to support yourselves? This is a young lady taking the mantle to also go ahead and then spread the gospel according to the pains of endometriosis. How are you all rallying behind her to support her and have this campaign done successfully? Today, I pledge to be a member of the team as I'm doing my part now this morning to be part of the show.
God, 96.7 FM.
You're welcome back. You're also here with us on Sky 96.7. We apologize for that short breaking transmission, but we are back again on your superstation 96.7. Now, I was having a discussion with the founder of the Endometriosis and Awareness and Research Foundation, AKOSUA AKOSUA. And this morning we got personal with her. We went into her life, trying to understand what makes her that strong in all these issues that she has been through. Let's see, if you are still with me, let me find out from you by calling and then be part of the show. You've heard a lot. Call me on 0352192726, 0352192726, and then let's also hear from you what you also want to say. Or send us a text message on 0200200967, 0200200967, or give us a call on 0352192726. Because we are back on there. Now, I know we are almost wrapping up with this whole discussion. If somebody wants to be part of you, to support you, to champion the cause we already started, how can a person get in touch with you? But before that, let me talk to this guy. I think our colleagues are still calling. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please, your name and your location, sir. Yeah, this is Sky FM. Please, your name. Kobe, calling from? Signor, Kobe, go ahead for me.
Okay, I want to tell my sister now. I'm having that company, so I want to get her contact so that I can contact her and you can give me the process where it passed through.
Now help me understand, are you talking to you as a person or a relative of yours? Because this is a condition solely for women. Hello, Kobe. You said you're having this problem, and the condition we're talking about is a condition for women alone. Men don't get it because we don't menstruate. So is it you are talking to you as a person, or maybe your girlfriend or wife, or any of the female ladies in your family? Great, now I'm now getting it better. All right, she'll put her contact out there after the program, and then you can contact her and then talk to her. Thank you very much. Now, I thought you said you were the one having it. Inside the police will be found. 0352192726. Let me also hear from you. What do you have to say? Hello, good morning. Please, your name and your location. Yeah, may I kind of know your name? Nanama. Okay, Nanama, go ahead for me. Too bad, I've lost Nanama there on the phone line. Nanama, I would love to hear from you again and see what you're also going through, whether you have these severe pains that we're talking about. 0352192726, bringing the time to 47 minutes after 9. Now, in the next 3 minutes, I'll say bye-bye to you. And then still to come here will be your super soundtrack and then your fact of the day. And we will be out. 0352192726. Okay. AKOSUA, put the contacts behind out there where people can get in touch with you, how they can support you in any way they want to.
03521963222 and 0269241531.
Repeat the numbers for me again so that this time take it very slow and they can write it down.
On the landline, you can call us on 03521963222. 03521963222. And then you can also get us on WhatsApp or by calling to 0269241531.
Any office location?
Yeah, we are on the SNET building, 4th floor.
SNET building, 4th floor.
Yes.
Okay, so if you just heard her, wherever you want to get in touch with her, just go to the SNET building on the 4th floor. You have an office there, or you can also call the numbers just mentioned out to you. Then you can also get in touch with her. She is the founder of the Endometriosis Awareness and Research Foundation. AKOSUA, also. AKOSUA, your final words to all those that listen to you. Anything you want to say to them?
Yeah, for this condition, I'll tell others that it can happen to anyone. And once you are menstruating and you are in your reproductive age, and I don't want any woman to feel guilty for that. I mean, I used to feel it because I tell myself maybe whichever man is in my life or whatever be in my life, I mean, I'm going to stress the person out. But I have come to understand that it's no true fault of mine. So I have it and I have to deal with it. But I want people to take charge of their body. If you see any changes, don't take it to be normal. Go to the hospital, whatever it is that you are going through. It might not be endometriosis, but then something else. Anybody change as a woman, just go to the hospital. And I think women who were created this way. You said I'm strong. I'm not strong. I cry.
Really?
Yes. When I'm sad, when I'm frustrated, I cry and I wipe my face. And tomorrow you see me walking around all loud and bullying the men.
Zero.
So I mean, and everybody should join us. It's free. We are not going to be charged for anything.
Okay.
Let's join us and then let's talk about endometriosis to everyone. We are going to schools, churches, we'll be on TV. We are going to talk about it in Ghana. Anywhere we have to go, our train will get there.
All right. Thank you very much for responding to our call this morning.
And thank you to your listeners.
All right, you just heard AKOSUA Ifa there sharing her personal life story with us, how it all started, and how she is hoping to send a message across all parts of the world for people to know. Here in Africa, here in our country, Ghana, we don't really know much about endometriosis. I think the time is now for us to make that change. Do stay and stay with me. I'll be right back. My name is Kofi Upon Asamoah. Still to come here on Sky 96.7. It's your super soundtrack and your fact of the day, and we'll say bye-bye to you.